Hello, and welcome to my first impressions of Planet Zoo. Frontier, creators of the critically acclaimed park building game Planet Coaster, returned to the park building genre. Planet Zoo allows you to construct habitats, maintain your zoo, and care for the welfare of your furry, sometimes scaly occupants. The early beta has a quick scenario mode for the park building basics, and a franchise mode to build your own park from the ground up. Sandbox mode and any other features are pending on the full release of the game November 5th. To put it in perspective, I love building games. Planet Coaster allowed me to build some interesting structures. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I approve. So when I heard that Frontier was returning to their Zoo Tycoon roots and making their first creature game, Planet Zoo, I was, no, stop it. Yes, I know. They made Jurassic World Evolution. No, I don't want to play it. Put it back. I'll wait. Sorry. Yes, it's true they already have a zoo-like park game that was released last year, but it just lacks something. Not only that, Planet Zoo really worked in a lot of park maintenance and animal welfare, making this not only challenging to balance the two, but really builds on what works with the planet building series. So let me show you what I like and don't like about Frontier's Planet Zoo. Now keep in mind, this game is in early beta until October 8th, so some of the features might change, bugs might get fixed, and the overall game optimization might be improved on the full release next month. If you've played Planet Coaster, then you might be familiar with some of the tools already. Terrain tools operate the same as they did in Planet Coaster, allowing you to raise, level, and lower terrain. The paint option allows you to select the terrain type. However, these terrain types do play a part in the habitat of the creature's welfare. When you select your creature, a tab at the top shows you the terrain distribution on what the creature prefers as a suitable habitat. For this animal in particular, mostly grass, and of course they don't want snow. Paths, just like in Planet Coaster, operate the same and can be a bit tough to place without some practice. I find that aligning to the grid makes it a bit easier to start out. Let's dive into barrier tools. These are the walls that enclose the habitat. In franchise, you are given a few options, but can research to learn other barriers that can be applied in your park. Habitat, nature, facilities, and construction. These are the building elements for your park. These items can be filtered and sorted. The left of the items are categories, and the right of the items are the properties and tags. I suggest to anyone starting out Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo to play some of the introductory scenario levels to understand how these elements can be used. Blueprints are where the prefab buildings and items are. They can be researched in franchise mode, saved prefabs from your own collection, or downloaded from the Steam Workshop. I hear this guy is really good at making blueprints. So if you're more into the management gameplay over the creative gameplay, there's an option for you. The Zoo Overview shows more detailed information about your park, income, animals, staff, research, and facilities. I feel this has improved over Planet Coaster. I think one thing that they should add is a tooltip on what some of the symbols mean under the vet research. And trust me, research is important to your animals. The Pedia provides lots of information on the species' habitat, their social needs, facts, enrichment, and records. Sometimes this can be overlooked, but it's certainly worth a read. So what I don't like is the current animal trading. The market relies on other players to set conservation credits or money to trade. It's an interesting idea in theory, but usually ends in ridiculous prices, connection issues and really restricts on what you can use. From what I heard from Frontier, they're looking into an offline mode for franchise. Don't be like this, Frontier. You are better than this. And hopefully, all the animals are available in sandbox mode. Then there's the Exhibit Animal Market, which works similar to the Animal Market, but this seems to run much better. These creatures are in the small exhibits and don't need a full barrier enclosure. Finally, you have your maps. I don't usually use them, but I can see them being useful when your park gets bigger. So what separates this game from Planet Coaster? It's all in how you handle the animal welfare. The enclosure needs maintenance from time to time. Certain animals can jump or break through their barriers, so you'll need to keep staff busy maintaining the park. Animals have nutritional, social, habitat, and enrichment needs. Without them, they will negatively impact the animal welfare. Even the plant types and coverage can impact the welfare. So you'll need to do some research and study your animals to make it optimal for them. But keep in mind, this is a zoo, and zoos need money to operate. So if you have a lackluster habitat or obstructed habitat from your visitors, they might not be willing to donate. I ran into a few bugs here and there when I was playing this game earlier. Had a bug that sent my finances into $65 million in debt. Had animals unable to move from an area and eventually died. And some visitors stuck on restricted pass. It is expected from a beta and hopefully fixed on a full release. What are the positives and negatives? So far the negatives I have are related to the animal market. Hopefully it will be fixed along with some of the bugs that I ran into. Optimization is really needed as well. Unnoticeable for small parks, but the game can get really sluggish when your park grows. But I really do love the look and feel of this game. The music pulls you in, the animals move and react to their environment, and like Planet Coaster, tons of creative and interesting builds are in my future. If you played and enjoyed Planet Coaster, you'll want to add this to your library, and I hope to get a few more days of gameplay on the beta before it closes. But certainly look forward to the release. Thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe to my channel for more content. Goodbye.